April 1945. Berlin is surrounded. Hitler is supposed to be finished, but instead of surrender, Germany detonates a nuclear weapon, and World War II does not end. In our timeline, April 1945 meant collapse. The Red Army in Berlin, Allied forces crossing Germany, Hitler hiding underground. The war was over, but history balances on fragile things. A delayed convoy, a different scientist, one successful test. So today we ask a question that still terrifies historians. What if Hitler had nuclear weapons in 1945? Not rumors, not unfinished research, a real bomb, ready to use. Because if Nazi Germany gets nuclear weapons first, the 20th century is rewritten in fire. This scenario is uncomfortable because it's not impossible. Germany had world-class physicists, advanced rocketry, early nuclear research, uranium access. What they lacked wasn't intelligence. It was time and focus. The divergence point. In this timeline, Hitler prioritizes nuclear research in 1942. Rocket and atomic programs merge. Resources are pulled from failed wonder weapons. Scientists are not sidelined or arrested by late 1944. Germany achieves a breakthrough, a crude nuclear device, large, inefficient, but devastating. One bomb. That's all history needs. April 1945. The Allies expect Germany to collapse any day. Instead, a single German bomber crosses Eastern Europe, no fighter escort, no warning. Then, a flash over the Eastern Front. A Soviet army group disappears, not defeated, erased. The explosion is smaller than Hiroshima, but the message is louder. Germany has the bomb. Stalin freezes. The advance halts. For the first time since 1941, the Red Army stops moving. Washington receives the report. At first, it's dismissed, then confirmed, then classified. The United States is still testing its own bomb. The Manhattan Project isn't ready. Germany is. President Truman faces an impossible choice. Push forward and risk nuclear retaliation. Or pause and let Hitler breathe. The Allies realize something terrifying. Victory timelines no longer exist. Only survival calculations. Hitler sees the bomb as destiny, not defense, salvation. He makes a broadcast, not to negotiate, but to threaten. Any further advance will be answered, not with armies, but with annihilation. Berlin becomes untouchable. So do Moscow, London, possibly New York. The Allies now fight a man who has nothing left to lose, and a weapon that ends civilizations. The war slows, not because armies are weak, but because everyone is afraid. Cities prepare evacuation plans. Civil defense drills begin. Rumors spread. Germany hints at more bombs. Whether true or not doesn't matter. Fear becomes a weapon. Hitler isn't winning, but he's preventing defeat. And that may be enough. By mid-1945, America finally completes its bomb. Now two unstable regimes stand on the edge of extinction. Germany, the United States. No Cold War rules, no deterrence doctrine, no experience, just raw terror. One miscalculation, and Europe disappears. World War II transforms into the first nuclear standoff in history. There is no victory parade, no unconditional surrender. Instead, a forced negotiation. Germany loses territory. Hitler loses power. But the regime doesn't vanish overnight. Europe becomes divided, not East versus West, but nuclear versus nuclear. Millions who would have survived do not. The Holocaust lasts longer. Resistance movements are crushed. Democracy retreats. The war ends, but peace never really begins. In this timeline, no clear Allied victory, no moral ending, no clean justice. The nuclear age begins in fear, not triumph. And humanity learns its most dangerous lesson too early. War no longer needs armies, only decisions. One weapon, one moment, and a world permanently changed. If you want more cinematic alternate histories like this, subscribe to Battle Paradox. And comment below, what should we break next? What if Germany nuked London? What if Japan got the bomb first? What if World War III started in 1945? Because history isn't fixed, it's fragile.